Right selection, right product, right service, right price, right Toyota.
I would suggest anyone who's thinking of purchasing a car in the Valley to come to Wright Toyota.
Overall, from top to bottom, from the second I walked into the now I'm leaving with my vehicle, I feel confident about my choice in Wright Toyota.
We were treated very well at Wright Toyota. It was a very easy, low pressure experience.
I will certainly come back to Wright Toyota when I buy my next vehicle.
And they said if you're not happy and you want to trade your car for something else, you want to get a van or you want to get another type of Toyota, turn it back in and we'll make you a deal.
And that is, to me, as a consumer, very important, that you had some options if you weren't happy.
When I purchased this last vehicle, they did have several choices out there, which I was real pleased because that Prius 210 is a new vehicle and it's in demand. So I was lucky to see all the color choices. There were at least 5 vehicles to choose from.
My father's in the market for an SUV hybrid, and I saw a couple on the lot here that I'm hoping to bring him in here in a week or so. My girlfriend's going to be in the market in about 6 months, and this is where we're coming.
We had a very in good condition car that we were trading in. This was not a must trade. This was a want, not a need on this trade-in. And because it had incredibly low mileage, it was in incredibly good condition, we wanted a very high trade-in on it. Mark and the rest of the folks here worked very hard to make sure that we got something that they could live with and we were happy with. So that for us, that was our big sticking point, and that went really well.
I was treated very well. I think Bill Harris, who talked me through everything and showed me the car eventually, and patted my back and sent me on my way.
I had some concerns about leasing versus purchasing, and they laid out both options. They were very clear, and so this time we decided to lease, which we're very happy about.
Overall, everybody's very knowledgeable, very smart, but they also explain everything. They're very friendly and very patient with explaining things over if you're not quite clear what you need to know about the vehicle or finances.
My used car buying experience is Wright Toyota. This is actually my 3rd vehicle I purchased here. The first 2 I purchased new. As far as a used car, they have a vast selection, and I was very impressed with their pricing and the warranty that they provide.
We had been shopping mostly all over the Valley for cars. We're wise consumers, at least I think we are. And this was the first dealership I walked in that I felt comfortable. I felt all my questions were answered. And as I said, it was a very difficult decision to narrow it down to one car. But this Camry really said hello.
The hybrid.
And the hybrid, and all the amenities that were in the vehicle. It's just a beautiful car, and we just got back from San Diego, and it performed beautifully on the road.
I've had to take the car in for service simply because we ordered a spoiler for the back, and because we have a limited edition, like my husband was saying, there are only 2,500 of them. The spoiler does not automatically come on the limited edition, so they had to order it, had to come in. There were a couple other pieces that we were waiting for, so took the car in when those arrived. It was incredibly fast, well done. Everyone was really nice, very helpful. I had barely had time to get a soda and take 2 sips before everyone was sort of like, well, we're done. So it was a good experience.
When you walk up to other dealerships, it's almost like being thrown in the Shark Tank. Everyone here, from the second I walked through the door, is very polite, very courteous, and I've enjoyed it.
And it was Mother's Day, and the salesman brought out this Camry, and I have to say, it is a beautiful car. We had a wonderful experience with our salesman. Everyone was very professional, and any concerns or questions I have regarding any of these systems on the car have been, I've received prompt responses, and they even had me come in and teach me how to use my new navigation system. So I'm a very pleased customer.
I think you're really getting someone that's honest, treats you well, answers all your concerns. If they're not pushy, and you feel like they're helping you decide what works for you and what vehicle may work for your style of living. And I think that's why I come back to them.
I was very impressed with how professionally they treated me, because I've been at other dealerships where the moment you didn't want to buy a car that day. They just gave you the bum's rush and treated you like you were no good. So I was so impressed with that that's why when I decided really what I'm looking for is a Scion, this is a place to come.
We're very impressed, and we would recommend Wright Toyota to our friends and relatives and anybody else that would want to listen to us.
And I would encourage any lady who's confused about the car buying experience, which I think most women are, to come into Wright Toyota, because I was treated very professional. All my questions, whether or not I considered them silly, they did not consider them silly, and any concerns I had were addressed in a very professional manner.
My finance experience was great. I walked in there with a set price in my head, and he was actually able to negotiate with some other banks to bring my price down, so I actually got more than what I was bargaining for.